What's up, YouTube gang? This is your boy Troy. Another day in the junk removal business. I wanted to do a quick video today. It's going to be about pricing just for a minute, and then I'll possibly take you on a job that I'm doing later on today and just kind of give you an idea of what I charge for that as well. And yeah, so to jump right into it, you know, we are just maybe in a few weeks, I would say in another 2 weeks, we will be 2 months of the business starting. So we're really excited about that. It's grown, I would say, double in the second month that it did the first. And yeah, so we have done our fair share of mistakes. So just to kind of give you a brief example, I think we did a first property cleanup last week. We did a property cleanup for our first time, and we way underbid the price because we were so excited to get it that we were willing to pay or get, you know, quote anything. And I think what ended up happening was, and this is what I want to give you guys a fair, you know, the guys that are newer or, you know, wanting to start the business, there's some things you want to think about when you're pricing. So I live in an area, I don't think I've said this yet, but I live in an area where there is a free dump to citizens up to 5,000 pounds, and that's per year. So, you know, once they hit that allotted, you'll be free again the next year for 5,000 pounds. And let's just face it, a lot of citizens are never going to use that amount, right? So I live in an area that's literally a 2-3 minute drive to the dump where it's free for citizens. So that does affect my business in a way. And also it's the same thing for a salvage yard, 2-3 minutes out. So the people that I'm serving in these areas can easily just drive to the dump and drive to the salvage yard. So that does suck. But what I really do pitch my business to people, what I do is I sell them on convenience. That's probably my number one value as a business. I sell them on the convenience and then in the labor. So look, you don't have to lift a finger. You know, we come as fast as we can possibly get the call. We take care of it. We bring our guys. We get it out of the way. We clean up afterwards. So I sell them on convenience. I don't know what your guys' values are, but you know, put those in the comments below. I'll love to see what your customer focus is on. And all right, so pricing. So what you want to do when you do pricing is you want to take a few things in consideration. You know, how far is this job? So gas, right? How much am I going to be spending on gas? You want to be thinking about that when you give them the quote. Second thing is and these are in no particular order, but you want to be thinking about gas. How far is this job? And then you kind of want to be, to elaborate on the gas is, how many dump runs do I think that this job's going to take me? Because, you know, a lot of these times these customers, we're asking them to send us pictures. Maybe we're stopping by, which I do recommend stopping by for bigger jobs, because you need to physically see it. You need to visualize how many loads this is going to be. And I tell you what, if you are doing any kind of, let's say, yard debris, you want to stop by. And the reason why is because you can't really determine how big those piles are. So if you're putting these yard debris into bags, those bags take up a lot of space. So you got to be there. I can't tell you how many jobs I've done on yard debris where at the end I'm like, oh my God, this took up like my whole truck and I only charged them 50 bucks. So what was I thinking, you know? So you want to show up to yard debris jobs and just visualize how many bags that's going to take to fill that up. The second thing is, so you want to, like I said, you want to be there on the job to price it. So you're thinking about gas, you're thinking of how much space this is going to take up, right? How many dump runs this is going to take up. And then you're thinking about dump fees, because as a business, you do have to pay dump fees. So you're thinking about all three of those things. I really, really, really hope you guys are thinking about all those things. And then you price the customer. You're not trying to nickel and dime a customer, but you are, you know, pricing at a fair point of it's going to take time. And then for jobs that are labor intensive, that turn into labor, you guys really need to think about that too. So the jobs that are really more labor intensive, like for instance a property cleanup, you're not going to really be charging per load anymore based on that. You kind of need to switch to like an hourly rate or some kind of a fair medium where they understand that, hey, this is a labor job, I do need to pay them at a different type of price. So think about those things. I'll talk to you here soon. I'm about to grab some coffee. Thanks.